Prototyping is the most exciting stage of the design thinking process for most designers. No surprise to that, it's the most visual of all stages. Discovery, defining and ideation steps were all leading you to this point, where you can finally focus on how to solve users' issues you discover through real-world examples. There are many flavors and forms of prototyping, from paper prototypes, low-fidelity mockups and wireframes, through detailed user flows, high-fidelity designs, up to interactive prototypes and design documentation. All of the mentioned techniques focus on preparation for the final stage of the design thinking process, where the goal is to validate the solutions you and your team came up with the target group. Paper prototypes, low-fidelity mockups and wireframes are sketches done by hand on a piece of paper or digitally. Their goal is to present the rough idea on how the thing would work without driving too deep into details. User flows are a visual representation of users moving through the product you are working on. It typically consists of a list of screens and what happens on them. It also provides you with a map of movement and possible actions. High-fidelity designs and prototypes aim to represent the product as close to reality as possible. That means what the user would see on their devices, how the product will work and feel, step by step. They emulate products in 1:1 ratio. Design documentation typically deals with any crucial information about the design and experiences. It could be a document where you explain your design decisions or instructions for developers. Typically, it connects directly to the high-fidelity prototype and/or design systems. Depending on the goals you want to achieve and time, you have two general paths. You can aim for speed, where you want to prototype as fast as you can, or you can aim for fidelity, where you focus on prototyping as close to reality as possible. First approach is very good where you are still unsure about the solutions and you want to have as many iterations on them as fast as possible. For this purpose, low-fidelity wireframes, mockups and prototypes work the best. Sometimes even a paper prototype is good enough to validate if the solution is good or not. Another benefit of working with low-fidelity techniques is that it encourages feedback. Testers usually are much more open to feedback on something that they can see is still very much work in progress. Second approach is all about the details. At this step, you will also need to fill the gaps in any potential functionality you didn't account for during the previous stage. For example, you defined that the user needs to register an account with social media. How exactly will it look like? High-fidelity designs and interactive prototypes require a lot more effort and time from you, because you not only aim for one-to-one representation of your solutions, but you also need to work on things like branding, general feeling, or experience that users would have. That's why the best approach is first to go through lower fidelities, and as you refine your project more and more, you move to the go-to version when you are confident enough that this is it. That's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. Also, click on this video if you want to learn something else today.